retirement, and returning back to the ring to revenge his boxing title and also to donate this boxing match fight towards the less fortunate and the homeless. The welcome back to the ring fight is taking place in Shanghai, China. His opponent is Brandon Blindfold, aka the 100-Hand Man. Before the fight, Sincere put on his blindfold and said to himself, "Number 100, I am coming for you." In Chinese, Brandon Blindfold said to crowd, "Tonight the world will have a new champion. It's time to say farewell to Mr. Black Rose. His legacy will be obliterated and forgotten about, like it never existed." Ding, and there's the bell for round one. The 100-Hand Man is just standing there, relaxed and calm, not moving a single muscle. I think he's waiting patiently for IB Damn Dukes to react first, and so Sincere throws the first two power punches at the stomach and chest of Brandon Blindfold. Boom, kaboom. But those two punches had absolutely no effect on Mr. Blindfold. He just blinked his eye, like that didn't hurt, not one bit. And the 100-Hand Man gave the audience a smooth, calm smile. Then he placed his left hand behind his back, and with his right fist, he released a super speed of tiger combos to his opponent's left and right jaw. Kaboom, 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 kaboom. And down goes Black Rose. The world can't believe it. IB Damn Dukes is down on the canvas. The crowd is chanting and roaring the words, 100-Hand Man the new champion, 100-Hand Man the new champion, 100-Hand Man the new champion, 100-Hand Man the new champion. 1, 2, get up. 3, get the fuck up. 4, 5, come on, you can do this. 6, 7, I don't think he's getting up. 8, and he's up on his feet. Ding, and there's the bell for the end of round 1. Round 2, 3, and round 4 was a back and forth of trading unbelievable head and body shots from both worthy opponents. But in round 5, Sincere hit his opponent dead center in the chest with his right fist of extreme strength of power. And now the 100-Hand Man goes down on the canvas, but he gets up on 4, and then for 2 minutes, the movie flashback to Brandon's grandparents being viciously attacked and brutally murdered by Sincere's stepfather, Saxon Schmidt. The Blindfold family and the Schmidt family practically grew up together. Essentially, Saxon was overly jealous and envy of the brilliant creations and science inventions of the custom of what the Blindfolds are capable of doing when it comes to science, chemistry, anatomy. That's why he killed him and stole their sacred antidote, and somehow, someway, he had also stolen Sincere's biological father's sacred antidote as well. Then it goes back to the fight, and the view zooms in on the 100-Hand Man uttering something to Mr. Black Rose. "Your father assassinated my grandparents in cold blood." Brandon looks out the ring at Mr. Saxon with a cruel, malicious, unfriendly frown, then looked back at Sincere and said, "After I execute you, Mr. Black Rose, I am going to personally slit your bitch of a father's fucking throat, and then I am going to kneel down next to him and whisper in his ear and say, DSIP Mr. Schmidt, die suffering pain." Sincere's facial expression looks cluelessly confused. Then Brandon started taking his anger and frustrations to another level. He started headbutting him, elbowing him in the jaw, kicking him repeatedly in the midsection and the face, then choked him and threw him outside the boxing ring. The police are now restraining Brandon Blindfold for the unnecessary, unsportsmanlike conduct of unstable actions he just shown here tonight in Shanghai, and the paramedics is taking Sincere Black Rose to the hospital. The next scene shows Sincere in the hospital room bandaged up, 4 of his teeth missing, wearing a neck brace, and with both of his completely damaged and all but shut. His mother sitting next to her son while sobbing out a stream river of tears. And on the other side of Sincere is his biological father, Sensei Black Rose, also showing a great frustration of painful emotions as well. Then it goes into the next scene, where it shows Brandon Blindfold in jail, while talking to a male police officer and his parents. At the same time, Brandon's father told his son to go easy on Sincere Black Rose. "He's innocent. You and I both know he wasn't aware of what Saxon had done to our family." Brandon's son, Why couldn't you just wait until after the fight to get our family's requital, revengeance on Mr. Schmidt? No matter what, my son, look at me, no matter what from this day going forward, your mother and I, and our family included, will fight with you, physically, mentally, heartedly, economically, and spiritually, until the last day on this earth, until our God calls us home. Then it shows another scene of Mr. Saxon Schmidt being arrested for first-degree murder, double manslaughter, and robbery, theft, larceny of extravagant sacred confidential goods. The judge sentenced Mr. Saxon Schmidt life imprisonment, with no eligibility of emancipated denied rights, of assuredly no parole, release, discharge. 1 year later, Sincere and Brandon came to a truce and ended the feud between them. But there's something they must do before they can find this chapter of their lives for good. I don't know how they did it, but they had the connections, perseverance, and more than enough money to send Mr. Schmidt to a particular prison in the country of Pretoria, South Africa. The name of the prison is called Polzar Prison. When they arrived to the prison facility, they handed a letter to the head prison officer to give to Mr. Saxon Schmidt. In the letter it says, "Hey Saxon, I've been missing you like crazy. It's been a year since I seen or spoken to you. Well, I am ending this letter with P.S. I have a little surprise for you, baby. About a week ago, I booked a flight to South Africa. I should be there around 2:15 p.m. I can't wait to see you. Me love you, sweetie. That letter left a big happy on his face, from ear to ear. But as soon as he turned around, his two worst nightmares were standing directly in front of him. When he seen them, his anatomy trembled and shook with fear. He slunk to his knees, with his mouth partially wide open, and then sincere and grinned and said, "Hello, Mr. Schmidt. Welcome to your death row of pain and suffering. Your penalty sentence punishment is for this fucking you up forever. We would like to formally introduce you to the brother of Lucifer." And then out of nowhere, thousands and thousands of bright shiny metallic red, orange, blue, gold, black, and silver glowing fists swarmed all around Mr. Schmidt's entire body and started beating the fucking shit out of him until he was pronounced lifeless. That was the end of the movie. Text field.